Hello guys, and welcome back to episode number 26 of the Fiorentina Career Mode. And today we do start off with the game against Roma. A quick thing to note, my controller was really playing up in this episode. You guys know that I've got an issue with stick drift, where basically the right stick or the skill move button tends to move itself, which is really annoying, and it kind of screwed up this episode a little bit, so I do apologise. I can't quite afford a new controller just at the moment. Obviously they are fairly expensive and there is other things in my life to buy, so unfortunately for now we're going to have to kind of deal with it, which could be a little bit of a problem because the next two episodes will be live finals, so I really want it to be working okay for them, and that will be coming probably in the next couple of days. I'm not too sure at the moment because I am making these videos ahead of time, because as you're watching this I'll probably be at my dad's and I won't have my capture card, so I can't record any content while I'm there, although I will have my computer, so I'll still be active on Twitter and YouTube and all that kind of stuff. I just won't actually be able to record any gameplay, so I'm having to do it all ahead of time. And today is Wednesday as I record this, and it is the 24th of June, so by the time you see it, it will probably be Sunday or something like that. But nevertheless, this was the game against Roma, and we weren't having a great time, to be honest. You know, I wasn't really too sure what was going on. Obviously the stick drift didn't help because I kept losing the ball, because it would flick it upwards and out of the way of me, which is really frustrating. I need to get that sorted, to be honest. And Doumbia there scores a goal that you expect Doumbia to score. A very sweaty, shitty goal that, just unlucky really. I think it was Gervinho on the left hand side, kind of got a lucky volley, went into the path of Doumbia, and obviously he's going to score that, which is fair enough. And although we have already won the Serie A, so whatever happens in this last game of today's episode against Sassuolo, we will, win the Serie A. But I was hoping we could at least try and, get at least another 3 or 4 points before then. But it wasn't looking too hopeful with this first game against Roma anyway, when we were already 1-0 down. And it just seemed to be getting worse. You can see they were playing like Barcelona, just keeping the ball really well, playing really tight, short little passes. And I was lucky not to be like 3 or 4-0 down at this point, to be honest, because I was just playing absolutely shockingly. And they get back on the attack here with Florenzi, and then they start doing this, which is something that I really want out of FIFA. I know it is somewhat realistic to hold it in your corner flag, but for a video game, it really doesn't work. And I think more than anything, it just pisses people off. Obviously, online it's not as much of a problem, but if you're like me and you play a lot of career mode or offline gameplay in general, you'll notice it. And I accidentally skipped the end of match replay. I am sorry for that, but we do end up losing 1-0, which is disappointing. And only our third loss of the season. Obviously, in the last 2 episodes, we've had 2 of them losses, which is frustrating. I was hoping not to get a 4th loss against Sassuolo here, because that would be actually tragic. I really was hoping that wasn't going to happen, and that wasn't going to be the case. But going into this game, they are 14th in the league, so the odds are pretty much in our favour, although our form recently hasn't been the greatest, which is a little bit disappointing, to be honest. Would have expected us to do a little bit better in the last few games, at least trying to get 3 points from either Roma or Juventus in the last 2 episodes. Unfortunately, none of that has happened, as you guys will know if you've been tuning into the series recently. And Sassuolo's team, not really too sure. The only player I recognise from some reason is Zaza up front. I'm not too sure if he's a sweaty striker or anything in Ultimate Team, but for some reason I just recognise the name. So yeah, but apart from that, I really don't have a clue who that team are. And we start off to probably the worst possible way by conceding a goal, which looked marginally offside actually, looking back on it while I'm recording this commentary. But I don't know, was it offside? No, I don't think it was, but it looked offside when I first looked at it. But they score a goal with Zaza straight away, and it was just annoying more than anything, to be honest. I really wanted to win this game. Obviously, them being down in 14th, it should be again that we win. And Dybala gets in a box there, but gets tackled, and it just wasn't going my way. Let's put it like that. Today has been a bad day on FIFA so far, and then we give away a penalty, which was very unlucky. Kolasinac jumped up to head of the ball, and in the process, need the Sassuolo attacker, or defender should I say, no, attacker, in the chest. So clear penalty. Zaza steps up, and I was dreading it. I was like, if this goes in, I don't see us coming back from it. He stalls it again, just like Tevez did against Juve, and we go the wrong way yet again, just like Tevez did to us again with Juve. So this episode was just turning shit, and to be honest, part of it, you can see there, I didn't even do that. It was my controller that pressed the RS button for me, and it makes me do that, and it just made the episode so difficult to record because you're trying to play and it's doing stuff for you, And I decided to take a shot there with Guarine, which really shouldn't have done that because there was no chance in hell that was going in. They almost make it 3 there, which would have been incredibly embarrassing if they had have done that. And you can see here we cross the ball in, head it away, and that is going to be the end of the game, guys. And as you can see, we do, cue the music, we do win the Serie A, which is good. Although this season has ended on a bit of a downer, losing 3 games in a row, I think. Yeah, because we didn't actually play the game against whoever it was in the last episode, we simmed it. But that is the end of the season, guys. We obviously still do have the 2 games left. We had the Europa League final against Benfica in the next episode, full live commentary, and then we have the game against Juve in the Coppa Italia final, which again will probably be a full live commentary. So there is still quite a lot of content to go yet. And then after that we've got an end of season roundup, then we've got the transfer targets, and then in like episode 31 I think it will be, we will actually get into like properly gameplay and stuff. So we won the Serie A, which is something I genuinely didn't expect to do. I know someone commented it. I can't quite remember who the actual person was, so I'm not going to say just in case I get the name wrong, but they said in January we win the league and beat Juventus, and that's exactly what we've gone and done, which is very surprising. I don't know if we can replicate this next year in season 2. I hope so, and it's been a fantastic season. Even if we lose both of these finals now, winning the league was the main thing, you know. From like January when we were top, I said, look, I want to win the league, and that's the main competition we're focusing on. We've done it, and I'm so happy for the team because it's not the best team, and I don't know if it is good enough realistically to win the Serie A, but we've done it somehow, and I think we won by a convincing 7 points as well. You'll see the league table in just a second, but the team celebrating there, and you can see Fiorentina Serie A champions, and you can see the table here. We are actually 7 points clear of Roma, so we did quite well. We had a record of 27 wins, 7 draws, and 4 losses, which is obviously the the least amount of losses in the league. And we had a good goal difference as well of 49. We scored 75 goals, only conceding 26, which is a very formidable record for a team like us, and I'm really, really proud with this season. Hopefully in the next 2 episodes we can potentially make the treble a reality. I don't know if that will be possible. It's going to be very difficult to get a treble here with Fiorentina, but nevertheless we probably will try to do it anyway and see how that goes. But if you do have any questions for either of the Q&As I'm going to be doing, do leave it down below. I don't know if I'll get around to your questions. It depends when I record the next episode of this. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, if we can smash over 8 likes for a change, that would be absolutely awesome. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to the channel. There is a button down below. It is completely free to subscribe, and it really does help me out. And I'll speak to you guys in the next episode of the Fiorentina Career Mode very soon.